Good morning. Shut the fuck up. So today's topic is about, do women only have the offer of vagina at their disposal? I will be the first one to say, not all women, but for the most part, women's ideologies tend to have them think that all they do is have to offer vagina, and we as men should just, I don't know, accept it and, not seek more. You know, I hear women all the time. It's like they don't want to cook, they don't want to clean, uh, they don't want to be submissive, but, they want to quote unquote, fight for equality. How this very much gets misconstrued is because it's just like, you want what you want out of a relationship, but what about what the other person wants out of the relationship? Meaning, like, you can't sit here and tell me that it's just, your goals of seeking a man are this, that, and the third, but we shouldn't have expectations either. You understand what I'm trying to say? Like, we shouldn't want things in return from our woman. And it doesn't have to be a financial thing. It's more like, a respect thing. Because I see women that, don't want to cook, don't want to clean. They just care about their jobs and how great they're doing. As if men even care about that, as if men even care about your job, or care about, you going to school, or, care about how many followers you have. It really has, no bearing in a man's heart. So I would say about 80% of women only have vagina to offer. And if you're not within that 80 percentile, then, take it with a grain of salt. Don't take it so personally. You know, it's been numerous times where I told women, like, but what am I getting out of this? And they're like, well, you get to sleep with me, or you get to be in my presence. And it's like weird, because it's like, bro, what are you talking about? And the moment that you exalt your masculinity and show that you're not going to stand for it, they try to act like you're the problem. Like you're the biggest, you're the biggest Satanist on earth, so to speak. But it's not. It's not the case. It's like, bro, I want respect. You want respect, right? You might want a man to provide for you. You might want a man to take care of certain things that you have as needs. And as a man, we have the same thing. As a man, we want to build strong family dynamics, and a lot of that, well, to be honest, it takes having a woman, having a man, and working together to create something sustainable. The reason why people break up a lot is because one or two parties don't want to, help the next one out emotionally, spiritually, physically, and sometimes financially. But in most cases, you will find that it's spiritually, emotionally, and just a respect for masculinity and feminine energy. And I feel like women have been so independent that they're blinded from seeing the harm that they do to men. They're blinded from, it's like, I hear women say that, we, for a long time, we weren't, able to do this and that. And that's true. Some things are true to a certain degree, but it's like they're almost acting as children that, and I know people are not gonna like this, but it's true. They're almost acting like children or homeless people that never had anything, and then once they get something, they don't know how to handle what they actually have. It's like, for those of you who smoke weed, it's like You remember those days back in the day when you first started smoking weed, you didn't really have enough money because you were a teen and you couldn't just get weed when you wanted to, right? So you would go to your friend's house, y'all would smoke together, go half, right? And at the end of the day, you guys got clips, right? And maybe, you don't have weed this day, but your friend has clips, and you smoke his clips because you don't have anything else. But then once you get to a point where you can afford your own weed, you forget who clips you used to smoke. And it's like, I helped you out. I'm there for you. And now you just don't care about me because I'm at a low patch, or, you know, you know, maybe because you just have the all together at this point. And I feel like, that concept is very damaging when you talk about unity, when you talk about togetherness, and when you talk about building a healthy relationship. So, women, I urge you guys, to think outside the box a little bit. Think about something other than yourself for a little bit. Don't look at men as your enemies. Look at them as your allies. And when I mean allies, I don't mean people that are just going to agree with what you think, say, and believe, because that's not being an ally. You know, that's not being somebody that you respect because you don't care about their opinion, and that's not being somebody that you can really love, because at the end of the day, it takes two to be an ally. Just because you might believe in, certain ideologies, don't mean I'm not your friend. Don't mean I don't care about you, and it doesn't mean that, you know, it should shape the way we look at each other. And if we did that, or, if more women did that, then, maybe things would be better. Maybe a patriotic society isn't really that bad. It kept people together. It kept people loving one each other. It kept families intact. Kids were doing well, much better. And I think that patriotic, excuse me, uh, had its like good and its bad, as well as anything. Sure, some things need to be fixed, but that doesn't mean things need to just be flipped around. You understand what I'm trying to say? It doesn't mean that because a woman should cook, a woman should clean, a woman should take care of her man and her kids, that's totally a bad thing. You can have a career and do both. You could clean a house, take care of your children, have a successful career, and respect masculinity at the same time. When I talk to some feminists, I realize that they want to be men, because the concept of being equal to somebody, means that you want to be on their level. And that could build hatred, that could build discomfort in a relationship. And it's just sad. It's just sad because I see so many people that don't understand that men and women are not equal. They will never fucking be equal. They need to shut up. And I mean that. They will never, ever be equal. They are different. And that is beauty. It's beautiful that they're different. Why would I want to be with another man? Why? I'm a man. I want to be with a woman. Somebody that is different from me, and I embrace that. I don't want somebody challenging me on every aspect of life. It will never work. I will never feel comfortable. And that is not healthy. So why would I want to involve myself with that? It's not the fact that there are no good men out here. It's that some women just don't know how to be actual women, and they want to tell you what a woman is and what you should want. when you know what you want for yourself as a man. Just like with women, they know what they want out of a man, right? What's so bad about a man wanting the same thing? So if you're hearing this and you're a feminist, shut the fuck up.